Hi everyone! What's going on? I'm your girl, Destiny Diaz. Welcome back to my channel. I asked on Twitter if anyone would be interested in hearing about my 2016 year in review, and to my surprise, a lot of people said yes. So I'm going to talk about some of the goals that I set, that I hit, that I didn't, obstacles, ups and downs, and everything in between. So without further ado, this is my 2016 year in review. Cue music. Okay, I think we can all agree that 2016 in a global aspect was a fucking shit show. Like seriously, what the fuck? But the year of 2016 was actually not so bad for Destiny. This video is a little lengthy, so I suggest stopping, plugging your phone in, letting that charge, maybe grabbing a snack, coming back, and we will get right into it. Okay, so let's start back in January. So in January, I was nominated for the Cammy Awards. This was the first time I was ever nominated for a Cammy Award. In case you don't know, the Cammy Awards is just an online adult webcam award show. I watched it in years past, was never a part of it, didn't even know how to get to be a part of it, but was happily nominated in 2 categories. I was up for Canadian of the Year and Curvaceous Performer of the Year. I remember when I looked at the Curvaceous Performer of the Year category, I searched up every girl in the category on Twitter just to check them out, and I was quickly defeated when I saw that every single one of them had more followers than I did. And I was kind of thinking, like, what is the point of doing that? Why would I even try? Like, if I tweet it out, fucking 10 people might see it. If someone else tweets it out, fucking 500 people might see it. So I was feeling really discouraged, but then I remembered, like, hello, you've never been nominated for a Cammy Award, so just fucking go ham and go promote it. And that's what I did. And to my surprise, I won Curvaceous Performer of the Year. Hey guys, it's Destiny Diaz, your new Curvaceous Performer of the fucking Year. Thank you so much for all of your votes. You guys, thank you so much. The Cammy Awards awarded me with this beautiful necklace that was actually stolen out of my mailbox, but they replaced it for me. Shout out to Cammy Awards, thank you very much. And that was really shocking, and I'm happy to announce that I am nominated again for both categories, Canadian and Curvaceous. So if you'd like to vote for me, I'll leave some information in the description below. Alright, so let's check that one off my list. While the Cammy Awards were going on, ManyVids, my main site, like my homegirl, decided to run the MV Awards, the first annual MV Awards. And I was like, obviously I want to be in every category, and you were allowed to enter whatever categories you wanted. ManyVids took the top 5 of every category and then selected one girl in each category to represent it. So yeah, my goal was to get in the top 5 of as many categories as I could. I did really well. I think I placed the top half of every category, which was amazing. I can't believe I did that. And I ended up being one of only 3 models who made it in the top 5 for more than one category. So I was nominated for Profile of the Year and BBW of the Year. And I had put so much effort into my profile the year before that all I wanted was that constant reminder of seeing like my profile crowned. That was the main objective. I thought seeing that every day would keep me very motivated, and that's all I really fucking wanted. Hey guys, it's Destiny Diaz, the first BBW Girl of the Year. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for voting for me. And shout out to ManyVids for selecting me to be the face of all the BBW girls on this website. There are some beautiful, thick women on here, and I'm very excited to represent you guys. But it also came with a $500 cash prize, a custom necklace that read Luscious, and a cute certificate. And like, I would love to go for some of those categories again next year. I'm thinking I will go for Store of the Year and BBW of the Year, and I don't know, they might have new categories this year, so I'm excited to see what that is all about this year. Okay, anyway, so yeah, we can check that one off my list. Okay, so let's get into my social media goals. On Twitter, when I started the year, I was at 5,000 followers, and I have had Twitter for 3 years before this year, and I have only gained 5,000 followers. My goal this year was to double that and get to 10,000. When I was going over my goals that I had set earlier this year, I was going over them just last week, and I looked at my Twitter and I realized that I was nearing almost 20,000, and so I knew we had to hit that before the new year. And I promoted, and you guys promoted and retweeted and commented and supported, and I hit 20K on Twitter on December 29th. So thank you so much for following me. If you'd like to follow me, all the links are in the description. And yeah, so I doubled my Twitter goal, so we will check that one off. My next goal was on Instagram. I started Instagram with 4,000 followers this year, and my goal was 25,000. And that's a pretty big goal considering I was on Twitter for 3 years and only got 5,000. And I was pretty fucking ambitious, and I thought I was gonna pull in 25K, and I did. In March, I hit 25,000 followers. So from January, February, March, I went from 4,000 to 25,000. In July, I doubled that again and I hit 50,000. And then I was like, okay, I need to take a break from Instagram. Obviously, I know how to work this social media platform. I'm gonna start putting energy into other goals because I've already smashed this one twice. So another big check mark for that one. Once I hit the 50K in July on Instagram, I started putting some effort into another social media platform, and that would be YouTube. I started my YouTube channel July 1st. Before I put out my first video, I had 200 subscribers. I was floored. Like, I would have been floored if I had 10 before I put out my first video. The fact that so many people had so much faith in me that they were going to like my content or at least wanted to check it out, that felt so honorable. Like, I was so happy to see that, and it's only grown since then. I am now over 500 subscribers, so thank you guys for subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I don't tend to put out YouTube content regularly, but when I'm motivated and I have something I want to say or a story I want to tell, best expected. I do hope to put out more content in 2017. So if you want to hear or see more, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like for real, like right now, just click it. After I put out my second video on YouTube, I got a sponsorship with Piggy Bank Girls, and that was fucking cool. I've never worked with a company before. I did some YouTube videos for them, just some simple how-tos and how to like get around the website and features and how to join and that type of thing, and that was really cool. They also wanted to hear some of my opinions on their site, give some feedback for the features and what I'd like to see and what I didn't like, and it was really cool to see a company like reach out and want to know what models think, and it was even more cool that a company valued my opinion enough to ask me. So I was like thrilled about that. Still am. Hopefully I work with them again in the future, but that was my YouTube check. So obviously I had some goals for mini vids, some of which I hit, some of which I didn't, but I'm going to talk about those now. So I started the year with 101 videos, and my goal was to get 200 videos by the end of the year, and I am very proud to say that I have 210. Last one was uploaded today, so we can check that one off the list. This might not be important to many people, and honestly it doesn't play a big part in your popularity or your MV score or anything, but my goal was to get more hearts on my profile. I started the year with 1.5K hearts. My goal was to hit 3K, and right now I have 4.9K hearts. So we can check another one. I'm telling you, it was a really great year. But now we're gonna get into one of the goals that I really wanted to reach but didn't. And yeah, this is where my year takes a little turn. One of my biggest goals and most ambitious goals I set for this year was to be in the top 35 of many vids all year long, and that is not a goal that I achieved, but I gave it a really fucking good effort. I lasted 9 months in the top 35. During the time that I slipped, it was around the time that I got very sick. It was a time where my computer crashed. When your whole life and your whole job is on the computer, and then that crashes, like your world crashes, okay? It was like RIP my laptop, and it was very devastating. And I know people are like, you should have backed it up, but let me tell you, like, do you back up your computer every day? No, like obviously I had some stuff that I had stored away but I don't back up my computer daily, so there definitely is always going to be stuff that I have to miss and have to risk not having anymore. That really sucked. Obviously, I hit a lot of goals this year, smashed a lot, doubled. I invested a lot of time, and those goals did not come as easily as they sounded. Around September, when I started falling, I was feeling very overworked, underappreciated. I just kind of felt like I was not sure why I was doing this anymore. I felt like saying work all the time made it feel like work, and obviously it's work because it's not easy, right? So I had that mentality that it was work and it was going to be hard and I was going to stress about it, and that's exactly what happened. And when you're down, there's a switch. There's a time when you realize what's going on, and you look at your situation from another point of view and you flip it around. And that's what I did in November. I was sitting down in my room and I was thinking about the things that stressed me out about work. And then I thought about the things that I loved about work. And I realized that I'm literally doing a job that involves so many things that I wish I could do as an adult when I was a teenager. This job is literally my dream job. It has so many components. Like, if you had told me when I was like 16 that I would be able to make a living off of creating content and videos and pictures, like my hobbies were in these types of activities before I was into this industry. My Facebook looked like an Instagram page before Instagram was even a thing. Like, that was just what I did. I used to fucking get so motivated, do up my hair and makeup when I was in my teens, and just go outside and do a photo shoot, or stay in my house and do a photo shoot and try different concepts. And that's basically what I have the freedom to do now as a job, and it just took me a time to fall really low to realize that. Another thing I want to talk about in that really low, steep area was because I had invested so much time into work this year, a lot of my personal relationships were sacrificed. Some of the people I used to hang out with regularly in 2015, I don't even talk to anymore, and it's not any ill feelings, but I just have been so work oriented that I've missed out on birthday parties and, you know, play dates and events and hanging out with people and just having company over, because my main focus has been work all year long. And that's not a bad thing. I just don't want people to see like models at the top thinking that it's so easy to get so many followers and so much attention and all these sales, because like it's not. You have to sacrifice sleep. Like, do you think Jenny Bly and Ashley Albin are out partying all night? Hell fucking no, they're not. They're like working all the time. There are so many models on my free cams and Streamate and ManyVids and all kinds of other adult clip sites that I am so inspired by, and their work ethic and their creativity, and that's what I'm focusing next year. Like, that's what I'm focusing on next year, is just working smarter and not harder. Yeah, I realized I was doing what I always wanted to do, and then I got motivated as fuck, and I just like pumped out all this content in December, and I worked my ass off. Okay, so that was just all my work stuff. Work isn't my whole life. I do have a life outside of work, and I'm gonna tell you about some of the things that I did in that life. So I had my eye on this couch for the last 3 years, and I was so excited. In January, I got to purchase my most expensive purchase to myself, which was my sectional couch. That was big. It's a big purchase. I felt like such a grown-up. Before that, we had mismatched furniture because this is our first apartment, so we were just kind of like, you know, this couch from this person, this chair from that person, and it was just exciting for my living room to kind of come together and make me feel like I was in my home. You know, it felt good. Not a big deal to some people, but it was to me, so that's what you're gonna have to hear in my 2016 year in review. Anyway, I also, later that year, purchased my first car, which was my now biggest purchase I've ever made for myself. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I fucking bought a car, like what? I manage a mom group on Facebook, and it's a local mom group. It has about 800 people in it, and it's a really cool platform for people to just kind of reach out for help, rant about their day, talk about the troubles and perks of being a parent. And so I'm really happy that I have provided a pretty non-judgmental area for women and men to talk about parenting and get advice, and it's amazing. That group is so amazing. They're so supportive of each other. They get a little crazy sometimes, but like, they're great. My son, we took him to some intense speech therapy. He's very stubborn. We went, yeah, like I said, very intense speech therapy for a few months, and I'm happy to report that he started saying some words this month. We got 2 words out of him. We got cup and baba. Like, same thing, but whatever, I'll take what I can get. So that was a really big moment for 2016 for us as a family. I am a photographer in my real life, but I let photography take the back burner this year so I can focus on my work goals. But I didn't totally neglect it. I did do some photo shoots, and I was happy that I did ones that I particularly wanted to do and not ones that I had to do, because I just felt like my product turned out better because I had more energy to put into the shoots that I really wanted to do and try. It was honestly a great year for photography. It wasn't a busy one, but that was my choice, and I'm really happy with it. The last thing I'm going to talk about is my homeless bags, and I have raised some money throughout the year, over $300, thanks to some of you, to gather things for homeless people in my community. And in the coming weeks, you will see me do a video on what we are putting in those bags and what we're picking up to keep in our car and deliver when we see some homeless people in need around our community. At the end of the year, or sorry, at the end of the winter, if we happen to have anything left in our car, we're going to drop it off at a homeless shelter. But I don't think I'm going to be putting out a video of me giving the bags out because I don't want anyone to think that I'm exploiting people, but I am very passionate about what I'm putting in the bag, and if people want to help, what they can do. So I will be doing a video similar to that. And yeah, honestly, like, it was a really amazing year for me. I did some things that I never thought I could do. I set goals, I hit them, I passed them, I learned from them, and I am fucking stoked for 2017. Like, I think New Year's resolutions is kind of a strange concept because time is linear, and I don't think that it should be seen as a time to start over, but mentally for me, to start a new year feels like a clean slate, and it helps me get mentally reorganized to set new goals, and I like having that 1-year timeline to achieve things. So although I'm not like, oh, what's your New Year's resolution? I do like set goals yearly, but not in the New Year's resolution type way, you know? Alright, well, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you still here, if you made it through, like, fucking pat yourself on the back. Write boobs BB in the comments so I know you made it all the way through. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments what goals you set for this year and if you hit them or not. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Please subscribe for new videos. Like I said, I'm gonna have another one coming out about what I'm planning on for 2017. I have the homeless bags tutorial coming out. And yeah, I also have another cool video I'm really excited to do. I was talking to a friend recently about our biological family, and I had a story time about the time I met or found my biological family, and it's like something out of a movie. It's really, really interesting story, so look forward to that as well. Anyway, guys, Happy New Year. Thank you for such a dope year and all your support, and yeah.